Okay, camera battery died back again. So I was saying how we go about this. In my limited opinion, is through analysis. Through trying to work out what these states of mind are that we operate in and can operate in, to try and ascertain what the full spectrum of these things are and how to find a way of implementing them effectively. Progressing a culture such as paganism into something which would be safer for individuals, will provide more happiness and also more well-being, should be a variety of primary directive. The purpose, I would say, of experimentation is to try and find out more about nature, the world. This is nature, okay? That's nature. The door is nature, okay? The statue of Mao Bast I've got there just because I like the look of cats is over there. You know, that's nature. Everything here is nature. But this and this is the things that we're working at to the most part. Because they are 100% real, true, clear, objective. And it's a question of what happens in the mind. What is the state of mind that we need to have? And can we go through the process of attempting to scientifically generate it? When looking at the traditions of all kinds of things, anything from Santeria to Wicca to chaos magic, and even some forms of Christian witchcraft, which are, they don't call it witchcraft. Of course, it's bloody witchcraft. There are so many similarities there. There is an attempt to change the human consciousness, done through prayer, meditation. A lot of the concepts are upward. The process of ascension meditation, performed allegedly by Enoch before he became known as the Archangel Metatron and the second Yahweh and the rest of it, is present today. The writings of Aleister Crowley, he talks about the rising of the planes. This is essentially pretty much the same exercise. Going up, ascending, 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 ascending. There is something important about that. That's one type of exercise. Another type of exercise, the opening of the chakras. Another type of exercise, the body scan meditation. But then once all those are done, for let's say many months, alright? Many months. Possibly years in some cases. Then it's the question of bring in some other concept. That some other concept is usually divine, holy. Why would divine, holy ideas be useful? Because they are transcendental. They are concepts beyond your normal scope of your mind. It is out there. But when you have the experience of actually bringing that thing in, you've then got like a lifetime to try and work out what on earth these experiences actually mean. When we have a complicated experience which suggests something, at what point can we say with certainty that we know? Important point. At what point can we say with certainty that we know? This has been where I've been coming from. And I am wrong to be angry at anyone who approaches the subject from a different point of view than me. I am wrong. I am in the wrong. I am brutally wrong. I am someone who needs to check his morality, check his attitude, and check where he's coming from. And I confess that. I should not be acting based upon my own personal concerns and pain when you are probably doing perfectly okay, enjoying where you are. But it's also odd, when I look at myself, that I choose to not call myself a pagan, when essentially many of the things that I do are sort of done by people in the pagan community anyway. This is because of my acceptance of the ideas which came out of chaos magic, which I first came across, again in my late teens and early 20s, Phil Hine and Peter J. Carroll and the rest of that. The idea of being able to steal from the spiritual supermarket without having to pay the price. So I don't have to follow, your ideas. I don't have to be a member of your group. I do not have to be controlled or influenced by you, and nor does my intentions for the outer worlds have to be yours. The idea that I got from that separated me, therefore, from other strains of thought. I could actually be free and independent, which has the benefits that you're not affected by other people, but it also means you're just like left in a sea of unknowing. And then you have to find your own way of providing groundiness and providing yourself the benefits you're looking for. Yes, this channel has been very ranty, and I've been very ranty on it. And that was stupid of me. And I hereby make a statement right now of my apology for my appalling attitude, of my apology for having been so arrogant of my own point of view to not take into account that there are other people who are exploring different foothills and different valleys of the similar subjects and are looking at things from a different point of view, and I had lost my ability to be progressive and accepting of different points of view. This is my personal failing as a human being. And it ends right now. It ends now. Whether you'll accept this or not, that's up to you. But I'm explaining myself to you in this way for a very good reason. Alright? I have my own differences. I have my own concerns. I have my own fears and worries. And I have my own things which have driven me forward, which have led me into all kinds of weird and wonderful directions, and most beneficially towards Spooky 2, which has been an absolute godsend to me in so many different ways. So,